Okay, so can we all just admit that Chris Brown is winning right now? This man has been pulling the ultimate finesse. Some would call it a heist, but I wouldn't go that far. Chris Brown is currently on tour on his 11/11 tour and is doing really well. Not really surprised because Chris Brown sells tickets, he's a performer, he's a great performer, great singer, dancer, entertainer, all that. And he's been doing meet and greets, charging $1,000 plus to do them, and explains why he does it that way.
And I'm not doing like 150 people a night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it might be a small, intimate group of people that actually spent that money that they might not even had to come and meet me. So I'm not gonna make they moment. You know, I don't wanna make they moment just some, hey, what's up? Let me sign this, get the fuck out. Like, that's weak to me because I feel like these are the same people, no matter how big of that group or smaller that group, I feel like they're the same people that's a part of the family aspect. Yeah. So and some of these girls, that's their bucket list. Some of them, they like, look, all I want to do is just be able to be on him. Cool. Long as you ain't got COVID, we good.
But these aren't your ordinary meet and greets. These are meet and greets with girls getting bent over, girls getting picked up, girls doing different things to Chris Brown in the pictures. And a lot of the times they got boyfriends, husbands, significant others, all that. I mean, if you spent all that bread to go see Chris Brown, I guess I see why. But if you got a man's at home, you can't be taking pictures with C Breezy like that. Like, this is Chris Brown we're talking about. So far, there's already marriages getting canceled, people getting divorced, relationships getting broken because of women taking pictures with Chris Brown in provocative ways and them going viral. It's one thing to stand next to Chris Brown because he's your favorite artist and you want to take a picture, do a little meet and greet, take a picture next to him. That's totally fine. But these girls be having full boyfriends, husbands, whole families and everything. And they're bending down, wanting Chris Brown to grope them. And there's just so many pictures out there. There was one dude that knew his girl was going to do the meet and greet with Chris Brown and assumed that she was going to take a regular picture. You know, Chris Brown's her favorite artist. Okay, that's okay. But then her picture started to go viral and saw the picture that she took with Chris and he was not too happy. And then there was another girl that went viral, I think maybe last week or a few days ago or something like that. I guess her husband or boyfriend saw the picture that her and Chris Brown took and he confronted her about it. And she said there was no problem with it. So I think he ended up breaking up with her. I'm going to play the video right here.
This is from Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yep. Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures. It looked like I was bending over grabbing my ankles. But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really right there.
And ain't it crazy that she said she would do it again and she didn't care? It's crazy, man. Bro, if your girl pays $1,000 to see Chris Brown, a guy that sings like this, and a guy that dances like this, then you might be in trouble because this $1,000 that these girls are paying to see Chris, they're not going to just take a regular picture and walk out. They want to do something extra. They paid all that money. They took money out of their savings and just to do that with Chris Brown. And some of them just want to go viral on top of it. So all of that will play a part. So it's just a risk, man. It's a big risk if you got a girl letting her take a meet and greet picture with Chris Brown. You really got to trust her. And I was actually looking at some of the comments on some of these viral pictures and stuff. Some of the dudes are mad at Chris Brown. Why you mad at, why you say fuck him for? It's like, why you mad at Chris? Chris didn't put a gun in any of these females' head telling them to pay him. He's not saying that. They're the ones paying for the meet and greets. It's like an option. You can either just go to the concert. That's fine. Get better seats and things like that. But those are all options. So if they're paying that, Chris Brown is winning. I salute him. I ain't mad at Chris at all. Chris Brown worked so hard to get to where he's at. And if women want to pay to take a picture with him, that's their choice that they want to do. But that's also on them if they got a whole man, a whole boyfriend and everything, and they're bending down, letting Chris Brown grab them and stuff. That's on them right there. It's crazy because I even checked the whole meet and greet link and just to see if how many stuff are sold out, how much stuff is left over, just to double check and see. everything completely sold out. So I know Chris made a bag off of this meet and greet thing, because right now he's doing the tour in the US. I think he's doing maybe 36, 37 states, right? He charges $1,111. You know, the theme of the project is 1111, just to match the name of the project as well. And Chris makes sure that he charges a good amount of money, because if you're paying that much money, you're definitely here to see him. This isn't like a clout chasing move that you would just pay an extra $50 for, where you could just do some crazy stuff to Chris Brown. Like, because there is people that hate Chris Brown and don't like him, and I bet they would be willing to do some petty stuff and pay $50, $100 just to troll Chris Brown. But if you're paying $1,000, you're definitely a Chris Brown supporter. And so I kind of did the math on how much Chris Brown could possibly be raking in off of these meet and greets. So let's say he does about 36, 37 states, right? And a good 20 people in that state pay that much. Chris Brown is raking in $22,000 just for that night. That's just for the meet and greet, and that's not even counting the show. And that's for one night, that $22,000. Multiply that by like 36, 37, because you know the states. He's raking in $800K off of the meet and greet. Almost $1 million. And like I said, that's not counting his merch sales and everything else that he sells. Chris Brown has such a huge fan base. It's definitely a fan base any artist wish they can have, willing to pay that much to see him, just sticking by his side throughout his trials and tribulations, his ups and downs, just sticking by his side. Chris Brown has definitely has one of the best fan bases in the game. And it looks like Chris cracked the code, because he's done this before. He's done this whole meet and greet thing before. I think he did it on his last tour, I believe. And that's when the stuff started to go viral, started to go crazy. And then people were just waiting until the next time he did it, which is now. And it's completely sold out. People are going viral with it. Marriages being broken. It's all over the place. But at the end of the day, man, Chris is winning. Chris is getting that money. Don't be mad at Chris. Be mad at your girl, because Chris ain't do nothing. And ain't it ironic? Chris has the song "These Hoes Ain't Loyal," and look what they're doing right now. Like, look what they're doing. It just wow. Everything comes full circle. But with Chris being on tour, this means that we're gonna see more viral clips, more viral pictures. Chris being a superstar and singing to women, doing all of that. So let's just hope no more marriages and relationships get broken because of this. But we're just gonna have to see. So if you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new and enjoy videos like this. Please give this video a thumbs up. It would help me so much. Comment down below anything Chris Brown related. Did your girl go to the Chris Brown concert? Would you recommend your girl to go to a Chris Brown concert? You don't want her to go to the meet and greet? Just comment all that down below. And by the way, did y'all hear the album, by the way? That's a very good album. I would definitely suggest it. It's the 1111 Deluxe album. Very good project. But yeah, I'm out.